Alright, so you're looking at the next section of the die I'm going to work on. This will need a lot of cleaning and different textures. We'll see how the stain works on all those. That's the actual glove compartment. Well, not really glove compartment, those are in the back. And the easy part of this is just screws there, on the bottom and along the side. Piece of cake to take off. After getting that out, you can see the hole it left, taking out that whole side. Simple wiring, parts made in Mexico. Buzzer for seat belt, flasher. Not sure what that goes to. There's the plastic stuff. We'll pull that off and get that all cleaned up a little bit. Those parts are made in Canada. Interesting. And you can see all the wiring. It's not a big deal. And then, of course, I've got the black ones to replace these. I'll put those. In fact, I'll just pull that out now. It doesn't seem to be in there other than stuffed in there a little bit. I'll save that one. I'll put the black ones I already have on there. But that looks pretty good. I was looking for rust. I don't see any. It's looking really good. Just see some glue back in there. Eventually, I'll do this piece and then that piece. And I don't know about this, about the dash. I may just buy a new dash, black one. We'll see. Anyway, that's where we are for now. I'll do some cleaning up and I'll video that. And then you guys can decide if you like it or not. Alright, so I got the right side of the dash off. And you can see it's needs some good cleaning, and hopefully when I'm done it'll look like that. We're going to work on that a little bit today. Shouldn't take too long. Do need some cleaning, and one of the things I noticed is this is kind of stiff. But since I've got it apart, let's take a look at the back. The back is filthy. We'll get that cleaned up as well. This is the air vent where it hooks on. It's pretty good, but we need to get that all cleaned up. You can see this is hooked here with springs, and so that makes it flexible in the front. When you pull it out, it's got some flex here, and then of course it has the snap where it snaps. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think it makes sense to undo these and take that off and do that separately. That way I get all the parts. Looks like I could hit this with a little bit of Rust-Oleum in there. Some moisture being in there. A couple damaged spots, but nothing that'll deter it from working. You can see this is a wire hanger. There's wires that run back across behind here. They're there. That's the part number. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But I will let me go put this on the camera on a stand here, and we'll see how it looks when we're done. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this spring. And there's just 2 screws in there that hold it in, so they're Phillips. So I'm going to take those off. You can see the spring here is loaded into a little clip. See what it takes to get that out. I'm doing the same thing. You can't see, but I'm doing the same thing to the other side. It's a little sticky. I think it's just from moisture. There's a piece of paper stuck here with some writing on it. I'm going to try to save that. See that right there? It's got some writing on it. I want to try to save that without ripping it, but already a little piece came off. So let's see. I'm going to have to pull the clip off. Screw came out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the whole thing out through the crack there. So I'm going to have to take the little clip off. That little clip off right there. And it's just a little flange type clip. Good. It just kind of had it deteriorated. Oh no, it's still there. Just had a little ring on it. And it fell into the crack here. But I got some C-clips that I can put on that. That'd probably be better. It's not much to look at. But we don't want to lose them. And now this should slide through the crack here. This way you can see it. Slide through the crack here, which it does. And then out the other side here. Boom. And I'll see if I can figure out what that little piece of paper is. Although most of it's still stuck in there. Oh, I see. So more to this than just what I thought, but let's get this other one off here. Doesn't want to come off as easy as the other one did. Give it a few spins here, see if I can get that off. There we go. She's going to come off now. I'm surprising that most of this is still all in pretty good shape. It's just so filthy. You can see my hands are crud. Well, they certainly do their job. Just don't want to rip the fabric underneath. There we go. Alright. Out comes the spring. And there's a little eyelet which came out of the other one. So now I know where that eyelet goes back. And I might be able to have a little grommet thing I can replace. But those are all important parts. Alright, so this is going to come out almost all the way. Except for, and you'll need to know this, there's screws here holding it in. And so we're going to go ahead and pull those screws off. And the other cool thing about videoing this, I get to remember how it all came apart and put it back together. Now this will take a lot of cleaning. Got multiple sides to do. And paint. So you see that, that's where these are the silver ones that came out of here, and they just kind of, they all screw right in here. Look, there's a number. 2/27/76, that's the date. Okay, then you see the inside of this, screws go down in here. And that's just plain old filthy. Now I wish I could have saved this, but clearly there's some handwriting on there. Can't really really tell, but it's kind of jammed. Look, a little American flag stuck in there. That's kind of cool. Not sure where that came from. But the rest of that paper is kind of tucked here. I don't think I can piece it back together. Let's see. Well, this might be just something else. Yeah, this is, I don't know what this is. Looks like gum wrapper. Alright, so there it is, filthy. We're going to do some cleaning now. And I got some all-purpose cleaner I'm gonna hit with that. I'll probably film it, but I'll maybe cut it out later because I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to clean. I'm going to use Jack's Wax Interior Cleaner on the back piece here. And a bunch of rags because it's that dirty. It'll be round one of cleaning. Yeah. That's just years of dirt, dust, and sitting around. Now it does occur to me that some of this stuff is still pretty brittle, and that I may end up replacing it anyway. But for now, we're just going to try to make it look decent. Alright, so as always, I want to record a few things on here. Alright, so got the initials on the back for the parts number 9750557, 1975. This piece was produced in 1975. Which tells you they're about the same. It's the paper they use to fill gaps to keep the seal from the AC piece. Clip. This slides down over part of the interior. And then of course you've got the number. Oops. Of course you've got the number right there. Got to get this off. I'm sure that was a Velcro someone put on. I'll get it cleaned up and I'll come back and show you that in a little bit. Okay, so I decided this is cleaned up pretty good. I got to still do but I decided I'm going to take this off. This is the vent. I'll probably do it on both sides because this vent is supposed to work open and close. It needs a little TLC and a little cleaning, so I'm going to pull that all off, get that cleaned up. As usual, when you start something like this, next thing you know, you got one more thing and one more thing and one more thing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think I'll film it taking it off, but you should be able to see it's fairly easy. Got screw, and another screw. And then the whole device should pull out from there, because on the other side is just the vent pull, which the pull actually unscrews, and that's inside the car right now. Alright. Alright, as you can see, this came out really, really good. No more of that ugly gray. Remember, this is dye, not paint, that I'm putting on here, so it's still flexible. You can see how this is still flexible. There's no cracking or any issues with that. It's soft, it's pliable, And that's what it needs to look like. But it came out really, really good. Couple imperfections here. Not all the glue came off there, but it won't matter because it's going to look like that when we're done. So I think it's going to be perfect. I got to. I'm going to go ahead and find the screws and hit those with a little paint. And then I think I'm going to try to pull off the other side of the dash. Where the gauges are. See if I can get that off without too much of a hassle. Maybe get that painted up today. Weather's going to get crappy this week, and I'm back to teaching, so I won't have so much free time. But I'm going to try to keep up with some of this best I can. So here's a quick and easy way to do the screw heads. Now I'm not going to worry about the threads. They're going to not be seen. So what I did is poke them through some cardboard. I'm going to hit them with a little shiny, not the dye, but some enamel paint, just to make them look black again. And then I'll let them dry, and then eventually I can put them back into the car. But just, I mean, these are internal. You're not going to see those, but I'm going to hit them anyway as long as I'm going to bring out the paint. So